Over many years, I have heard the voices call for the church to be more businesslike. And the expertise of those who work in the business world have helped in making the management more efficient and focused on accomplishing the mission and task of the church. I've sat on church boards and agencies that have followed legal counsel with exquisite care when relationships needed the expertise being offered. The guidance of insurance brokers have shaped the church's health care cost and delivery, the coverage and activities of our buildings, our liability awareness, and our defense against sexual abuse and fiscal malfeasance. The presence of consultants of every kind and from every area have been invited to share and shape the direction of the church and its call to action. And in many cases, the church has benefited from the contributions of all of these areas of expertise. But this passage from John, from the Last Supper, the discussion of Jesus and his disciples around the central experience of Christian worship and life together. This discussion witnesses that the disciples are confused and sensing the absence of Jesus. He assures them of the coming gift of the Holy Spirit and is clear that they are to continue to share the divine love which was exemplified in his life and flowed through his teaching and commandments. I live in you, Jesus says to them and to us. I live in you. A remarkable and poignant teaching. Jesus had little time and few words left. Listen to them. Love, and I will be in you. This is not a technique that the world can adapt to make their sphere of knowledge and influence more effective. It is not a new program for this season to broaden or better and then be left alone. Love, and I will be in you is the very focus and life of God in the risen Christ in the creation. John's gospel was written in a time of empire, when the institutions of society were developed to reinforce the aims and dominion of the empire itself, and to subordinate or even crush voices who might raise an alternative, or even more seductively, to co-opt those voices to the purposes and support of the empires. As we know, in the 2,000 years since, empires have come and gone, since John and Rome. The church has even built an empire or two or three of its own. And the remnant of a church empire could just be a body of those who, like the disciples, are confused and lonely and seek assurance from whatever quarter it can come. And so, generous business folk, insurance providers, consultants, lawyers, and others seek to bring their expertise to the church, knowing at a certain level that their profession is rooted in the perpetuation of an empire in which they have placed their hope and benefit. They have known it, and in many cases have called it good. And there are good things that they have been blessed with. Yet they also know its shortcomings and its fragile and temporary nature. John's gospel reminds us that Jesus gave as a gift to the church a love divine that is an eternal gift to be shared and poured into the world, so that the truth of our human experience and purpose might shape and guide the communities of this world. This is the yearning for God and of God for the creation, that the purpose of creation and the mission of the church might be fulfilled. So as the church may seek to be more businesslike or legal or insured or consult with all manner of experts in the ways of the empire, the leadership of those who gather around the table of Christ is to be overflowing in the substantial and sustaining love of God that emerges truth and saves persons and communities for the purpose that they have been divinely conceived, so that the expertise of this world brought to the church might be reformed, reshaped, and repurposed for the reign, the love, and the truth of God in this creation and for all eternity.